Hello, Jen Gilchrist here with another Oracle card message to give you some guidance and insights on what next steps or messages are coming through for you. And today we're going to, the question I've set the intention for is what message Spirit wants you to hear. And so right now, let's start with what we have. Those came out very easily. This is the Light Worker Oracle by Alana Fairchild. And let's see. The first message is orbs of light. And I feel like the first message I'm getting off of this card, now again, if you have this deck, she goes into lots of detail, but I read very intuitively. What I'm feeling from this card, the first things that struck me is the heart chakra and the solar plexus potentially, and also maybe a busied mind. This is suggesting to go inwards. It's letting you know, go inwards. You have the answers within, which I know can feel cliche and sometimes even annoying or frustrating when you're in the space of trying to make a decision. It could be that you are wanting to make a decision or wanting deeper clarity. But what I'm noticing here, this is about either go within to get your message or trust the message that you've already gotten from your intuition. This could be about trusting yourself as well. Sometimes that is what gets in our way of where we start second guessing and overthinking things. I'm also noticing the heart chakra expansion. Part of the clarity could also be around just tuning into, what is speaking to how do you feel? So part of the way is you can lean into what is the desire? Are you leaning into what do you feel desired to do? I feel like there is a decision that you're working around in some level or something you're wanting clarity on around direction, perhaps. And it could be life or business, personal or in your purpose work. But definitely this is like tuning in and trusting what you know in your heart, trusting what you know from your intuition, tuning in to make time for that if you're in your head a bit, trusting what is in alignment with your heart, with what brings you joy, what you feel excited about, what lights you up, not that's a decision based out of fear. I'm also noticing the solar plexus in a sense of releasing the need to control and surrender and letting go. And so that's where it's almost like a tug of war between your heart and your mind, potentially. And this is the time to tune in and to trust your heart, trust where your intuition is guiding you, trust that you do have all the answers and information and that you're not alone in this journey. So sometimes this could be good to say, I don't know how, but I'm willing to allow. My friend told me that phrase and it really stuck with me. And it's about the need to surrender and trust. So I'll show you the card as well. That is what's coming through, the number 40, if you are a person who likes numbers. The next one is spiritual decree. And I'm actually noticing a connection to the crown chakra here. So on the heels of what was just talked about, sometimes when we're having a hard time getting clarity, or making a decision, or even getting our information or our answers or intuitive download, however you want to look at it, it can be busied up here with other people's energy. So the first message I'm hearing and feeling is about clearing your energetic field, getting that clear connection between you and your higher self, you and your spirit guides, you and source directly, right? Like there's a lot of other people's opinions or judgments or expectations kind of swirling in your crown chakra that might be creating a little bit of either contradiction in how you feel. Maybe one day you feel like, oh yeah, this is good. Oh wait, no, maybe I'm second guessing it, which is really you picking up on other people's fear or judgment or expectation around your decision, if that makes sense, whether it's spoken or unspoken. Energetically, there's other people's energy in your field that is actually making it more difficult for you to really know what's yours versus somebody else's. This could also be more of a broader collective fear or collective energy that you're confusing between yours and other people's. So sometimes that is always an important thing to make sure we have our channel clear. And that's the first thing. The other thing is, spiritual decree. It's interesting. It does go in order, 40 to 41. It's also about, and I noticed that she's tuning into her heart. She's tuning inward, kind of what the previous message was saying, or like the answer is really the message from spirit is like, go inward, right? Go inward and connect with that heart chakra space in your inner mind and trust your inner knowing, but clear out all of the confusion of your fear or your analyzer or your mental that's rooted in fear and trying to figure something out versus your soul's voice, your intuition, and your higher self. And then that could include for some other people's energy as well. So I hope that makes sense. Get a clear connection with self, with spirit, with your higher self, and then tune into your heart and your inner knowing for the answer. The other thing is spiritual decree is that you can absolutely, as sensitive highly sensitive, empathic, intuitive people, which is who are drawn to me and whom I work with, oftentimes that is part of our process is learning how to distinguish and maintain our own energetic sovereignty and energetic boundaries and have the clarity of what's yours and what's others. And so just knowing that you have the power to say, this is my energy field, this is my body, this is my energy field. And I just through my strong intention and decree, I can command that this, everything that's not aligned with everything that's not mine even can leave this space, right? Needs to move out of this space. Like you have the power to create strong energetic boundaries. And sometimes we forget that or unconsciously maybe give our power away to others. It's other people's energy and kind of put the power outside of ourselves when really you always do have the power to maintain your energetic field. That's definitely something I support people with as well with through my energetic mastery tools to find your energetic sovereignty. Okay, so if that's something you're needing support with, you can comment energetic mastery and we can share that. I wasn't planning on sharing that, but that is a direct support for that. Being an empath, absorbing other people's energy and creating a clear connection and clear channel to yourself. The next one is Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. And I love this because this is just a reminder that you're not alone and you're never alone. The other way to look at this, besides having the confusion of other people's energy, could be that you might be seeing orbs of light or connection to calling in your spirit team, whether or not you're clear on the guidance that's coming in. I feel like through this message may say that you're not, or you're not trusting it fully, potentially, or making the space for it. That's the important step. But then specifically Archangel Hilarion and Raphael are coming in, which is interesting because to me, they're both very much rooted in healing and healing within self. That could be mental patterns, beliefs, the root cause of things. It could be on a healing on a body level, on an emotional level, for addictions, for patterns and habits of thinking or doing that are not serving or self sabotaging. So, really, these are master healing energy. And so, this suggests that you might be needing to call in and to work with a clearing your energy on some level or clearing a root cause of a pattern or a limitation to and really open up the confidence, the courage, or the clarity of whatever your next steps or your next level is. Feels like you're probably stepping into a new chapter on some level, have a new level of direction maybe you're being guided towards, and maybe that this is about getting clear on that. And so these are some next steps that you can use. It is the number 28 if that is something that you work with. Also, just paying attention to reminding yourself to ask your spiritual support team for guidance and then giving the space to listen, right? To respond and to allow that support to come in through your intuitive channel of seeing, hearing, feeling, and knowing. So I hope this is supportive for you. I actually have a really powerful workshop that is all about channeled messages from the Arcturians, navigating this next phase with greater clarity and alignment. I'll put the information in the description, or you can comment Arcturians in the chat below or workshop below, and we can get you that information as well, because that's a low cost, very high value way to potentially get some support if this is where you're at, which is really what this reading was leading to in general. So I look forward to hearing how this resonates. Share, like, comment below if you think that this will support others you know, or let me know how it supported you as well. I look forward to talking with you again soon. Bye for now.